So what's up YouTubers, welcome to another video on the channel, and today I think I'm doing a Descendant video. I did one video about this game, but yeah, that was more about how the game looked. Today we're going to talk about how you unlock Descendants in this game. And basically how you unlock Descendants is pretty straightforward in one sense, but if you want to unlock the more advanced one, you gotta do a little bit more than just play, I guess you can say. Or you can play, maybe you unlock it, maybe you don't. But what you need to do, guys, is you have all the Descendants basically, and those are in a list here that you unlocked basically. And if you take a look at these, there are certain of these that are easy and certain of these that are harder. So for example, this takes more to discover, and this takes also more to discover. This one you get pretty easy, and this one you get easier. And these one are more hard to even get. What you want to do though is when you stand like this, you want to go into something called access info, and you want to take a look at Descendants. And here you can basically see what you need to unlock them. The thing with unlocking them is you have to actually know where you should use the patterns in the game to be able to unlock every part of the Descendant. I was confused about this in the beginning when I tried to do the more advanced one, because then you really need to know where to go and where to look and what to do. So for example, this bunny is an easy one. This one you can unlock just by pressing acquisition info and Kingston. And you will basically just do this mission, and you will be able to get, you have a 20% chance of getting a bunny enchased cells. And that's basically what you need to be able to unlock the first part of this Descendants. And then it goes on basically like that with everything. If you look at this acquisition info, you have to go to Magister Lab, and that is right there, and it's still the same thing here. You have 20% chance. So on these you have 20% chance, and usually they drop on 20%. 20% is pretty big in this game. Still, when you come down to 6%, it's going to be very hard to get things, or 3% if you're very lucky. So that's basically how we unlock the easy Descendants. There is actually blue ones that are hard and easy as well, so this will be harder. I think this though is an easy one too. Yeah, so this is just to go get a mission. Look where the mission is and scroll. Oh. No. And then you can basically get no, was it the right one? Freyna, so we have 20% chance to getting the enchased cells. Then we're going to take a look at a little bit more advanced that I unlocked. For example, it took a little bit more effort and time. I unlocked this one, for example, Volby, and she's a bit harder to do. If you look at the acquisition info, you really don't get anything here. You go in here, because this has four spots. You have to do everything in these 4 spots, plus the enchased cells blueprint. And those usually you can get either you click doing, it's basically the same thing, but you have to do this mission to get something called pattern. So here in this mission we get 16 pattern, material pattern, and Morpheus material pattern. 016. So the thing is, then we need that 16 you need when you go and fight the boss. So for example, the boss fighters are usually, you should complete the whole story to start with to be able to play this game. Well, or like unlock the Descendants more easy. And once you do that, you complete the whole story. Well, then you can do, and this you can do under the story as well, but it's easier, I feel, because you can travel everywhere when you need the materials for the Descendants basically. So if we go in here, then somebody will have 16. Now we see, I didn't check who it was, but what did it say? Yep. We look at the Descendant again. It was Volby, and And there we have, so it was the executioner. So if you go into this and you want to do this and you go into executioner, he's gonna have this pattern. I thought I don't have the 16 pattern now, but if I had, I would have gone in here, and once I defeated this boss, I will be able to have a 38% chance of getting Volby Enchased Cell's blueprint. So that means I have the pattern. So for example, in this case, I have this pattern. So if I defeat the executioner, these are my options that I will get. So basically I have a 6% of getting Kyle's stabilizer blueprint, 15% of getting that, Luna 38%. That was pretty good though, Luna, but I think I already have that, or one part of her, and Smitten's blueprint as well. So you see all the percentage here. You can increase the thing with shape, stabilizer, form, and that will apply to the legendary one. So I think basically I have a stronger chance to get Ultimate Bunny in this case. So that's basically how it works for pretty much every Descendants. So that's one part of it. And it's going to be the same basically when you do weapons as well. It's going to be the same thing. I'm not going to touch on that in that video. I will do a separate one. Once you start to unlock these, it's going to be harder to basically... Some are harder, I should say. Not everything is hard on these either. It just takes time to get them. For example, these I have a lot of materials that I have for these. So I just need to specialize getting these. And then it's the same thing again. I need to get this pattern. And then I can do... I actually have 8 of these. So I have a good chance of, if I do Dead Bride. Well, let's see what I have here. If I'm going to do Dead Bride Ultimate Bunny. So if we go into Dead Bride Ultimate Bunny, for example. I think it was, what was it? Was it this one? But here it's only, you see still, I have 8 of those. I think it was, of these I think I have 8. But it's still only a 3% shot that I will basically get the Ultimate Bunny from that part. The thing that's going to happen is if you do more advanced mission, the percent will go up. So for example, this was the first one. If I do this one on hard and get that material 0999, I will probably most likely have a bigger chance of getting it. But then I have to go to White Knight Gulch and I have to basically defeat this boss that is a level 100. But then I would surely bet that you have maybe a 50% shot of getting it. So it's all like, when you do hard, it's going to increase the percentage chance that you get it. But before you do hard, you need to upgrade pretty much everything if you're going to do that. Mods and everything. So yeah, that's how you do it, guys. What was I talking about? Yeah, you can do one more thing as well. That you can also see... You can also see what you have here basically, and it shows you what, for example, if I have, let's see if I have anything here. These are all ledges later on. I haven't even touched that. This game is so big, so, but here you can see, I can see what I have here, for example. So here I have a chance of that, I have a chance of that, I have a chance of that. So yeah, you can see here how many you have of each and what they can give you in the end, and then you just have to check up what you can do with it, basically. If there is a possibility you can get something you want. I'm looking for the Glee one, but I think I have, that's my next Descendant I'm gonna unlock basically, is the Glee one, I think. Or I'm looking for to unlock it. I think I have Spiral. So this one is not the easiest one. You gotta do Hangman. That's the hardest boss so far. So I gotta upgrade to do that, I think, before I even try that. I need more better guns, or like higher guns. So yeah, that's how you do it. And then you can go back to your Albon, there you have everything you need also, because here you can research your guns as well. Also you can research every descendant. So once you have the actual descendant, have every part, you go to this uneasy or something, I don't know. And you go here, and then you have here, and then you can go in here. Once you have everything, you can do a research. So for example, I had this part, or those 4 parts I need for this one. So I'm researching this one. So it takes a while. You can accelerate this if you want, but I don't even care about doing it, because I mean, I wait a day and then I play again. So for me it's fine that it takes some time. And then it can recommend what you should research, since you're close to some stuff here, for example. If you have maybe 3 parts, they recommend it, but it doesn't really always say the whole truth. So yeah, that's how you do it. The weapon I will touch on in a different video. Yeah, what was it more? Or something I was about to say that I forgot. But yeah, that's how you do it basically. Yeah, and one more thing you can do. It's always not a boss that you need to do. Sometimes it's actually one of these bosses in the map. So for example, if I were to pick this one and I wanted to do, this will not be like a boss, or it will be a boss, but you can get the material here. Once you get the material, you need to go to one of these. You see linked material, it says 020. That means when you get your 020 pattern here, you can go over here, defeat the boss, and you can shape the pattern. So you shape the pattern where you need to shape it, depending on the map, or you go to a boss and fight it and you shape it there. To explain it shortly. So that's basically how we do it. Good luck with upgrading or unlocking Descendants. I'm gonna try to upgrade mine so I get even more firepower, so I can do some hard stuff later on. But enjoy, like, subscribe, see you in the next video guys. Peace.